Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/entitled people. In today's episode, jealous little sister tries to steal a baby name, it backfires and she saddles her baby with a random name. Entitled mother. Why did he not come tell me by in my room? Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Jealous little sister tries to steal a baby name, it backfires and she saddles her baby with a random name. This happened to a friend of mine, Jane. Her little sister Tina had a younger sibling chip on her shoulder. Always trying to undermine Jane, outdo her in everything was a competition. You know the drill. Jane and her husband knew Tina would try to undermine her older sister whenever possible. They both got pregnant within the same year, younger Tina months ahead of Jane. Jane/husband already had a beautiful name idea picked out, to honor a teenaged cousin who'd passed years before, and, correctly, guessed Tina would try to steal it. Tina even asked if Jane ever had any names picked out, but strangely didn't have any ideas of her own. Jane suggested a few names, each met with the same answer: "Are you planning on using that one?" Tina finally asked point blank what name Jane was planning on using. Jane claimed not to have any idea, but her radar was up, and knew Tina enough to know what was happening. Jane and husband hatched a plan. The next time they got together, Jane told Tina they had decided on a name. They then dropped a decoy name, supposedly hubby's great-great-grandfather who'd been killed at Gettysburg. It's worth mentioning these people all lived near Gettysburg, and visited it several times. Dad was a little bit of Civil War buff, to boot. Not reenactment nut, but liked to read about it. Sure enough, Tina took the name when she had the first boy, telling them it was too good not to use. Jane and husband kept pleasant about the whole thing, and when baby boy was born months after Tina's son, they gave him the name of Jane/Tina's cousin of theirs who died as a teenager, the first male-born child in the family. The family was touched, as the cousin who died was very beloved. Best of all? After Jane's baby was born/named, Tina tried to smugly apologize for stealing the name. Jane/husband just laughed and said that was another one of hubby's numerous dumb jokes. Hubby's family came here from Ireland in the 1920s and great-great-granddad never fought in the Civil War, lol. I love it. Older sister got a son named after beloved family member, little sister has a son that is reminder that she got played. I need to know how Tina reacted. Please tell me the name was Ephraim. This is the third story I've seen on Reddit about a sister trying to steal another sister's baby name. Crazy to think there's so many people out there that would try to pull this kind of thing. My girlfriend's sister kept asking us if we had any baby names in mind for whenever we'd have a baby, almost to the point of nagging and pestering. We never gave her a name, but if we did, I'm sure she would have taken it. This makes me think of the story of my two maternal aunts, and their legendary rivalry. Aunt number 2 had a history of trying to undermine Aunt number 1. So when both were pregnant at the same time, number 1 was skeptical when number 2 kept pressuring her to reveal the name. Aunt number 1 told Aunt number 2 they were planning on naming their firstborn after her husband's Nordic grandfather, Jarni, who they barely knew and would never name their firstborn after. Aunt #I got the last laugh, and my aunt number 2 has a kid saddled with the sad reality that he can be called BJ or his actual name, pronounced Bjarni. I bet that went down well in high school. I would have gaslit her so bad. Asking what she is talking about. I've never even heard of the name you used. Deny ever telling her the name and the story. Make her seem crazy. In the future, if someone asks me what I'm planning to name my baby and we are both pregnant, I'm going with Tuffnay. Pronounced Tony. Wonder what her reaction to that was, lol. Entitled mother. My mom has 5 kids, and I'm the middle child who is 19. When I was 8, she got a job 3 hours away. She leaves for 4 days usually and comes back for 2. It was my responsibility to clean and watch the 2 younger siblings, and my older siblings basically just had to stay home, so this arrangement was legal. I've always been the black sheep. For example, my older sister got her dream haircut and highlights on her 11th birthday. My little sister is allowed to fix her own hair. I wasn't allowed to have a haircut until I was 15. I had to write 4 pages to convince her to let me since it was way past my waist. And I didn't want a salon, so money wasn't the problem. Anyway, because I raised my siblings, I was never able to do clubs, do sports, go to games, go to dances, get a job, etc. When I applied for college in 2021, my mom said I could only go to community college. I rebelled and chose the university 25 minutes from home, since I got a grant that allowed to go for free. My mom tells my younger siblings they don't have to listen to me, clean, or respect me. My little brother is 15 and doesn't even know how to work the washing machine. Every time I cook for them, it's not good enough. Every time I politely ask him to do anything, he calls me a bitch, and my mom lets him. I am not allowed to disrespect them, so it's unprovoked. Since they don't respect me at all, I decided I was leaving this August. My mom is still furious. She keeps calling me a selfish narcissist for making her life harder. The icing on the cake, though, she wants me to pay her since I'm moving. Again, I can't have a job until I move out. I've been making money for my dorm by babysitting a family friend's kids and cleaning my aunt's house on the days my mom is home. Anyway, she and I were on our way to Target so I could get some things, when she said she needed my money I made. I asked why, and she said it's because she raised me. I told her it's her job as a parent, and then she replied by saying she could have gotten rid of me, and wanted me to thank her for not getting rid of me. I could not believe it. Since I didn't give her my money, tensions are high. She keeps saying to her friends that I'm making her life bad. Entitled mothers are so difficult. Your mom is an abusive and entitled get out ASAP and don't go back. As soon as you can, put your money in a bank account that mom cannot touch. There are dozens of Reddit posters telling of their parents stealing their kids' money. Please take heed. Congrats on the scholarship and for getting out. Hugs from this internet mom. Good job. Do not let the younger siblings move in with you. Would be leery of them visiting. Their behavior is a red flag of danger that they would steal from you. Get out as soon as you can and just make your life as best you can for you. You don't owe anything for being born. Don't look back. They need you more than you need them. Good luck. Make sure you have your money and documents in a safe place. Don't leave any money where anyone can get it. Have a bank account that is yours alone. Also, get any and all important documents of yours and keep them somewhere safe your mom and siblings can't get: birth certificate, SSN card, ID cards. Bank account at a different financial institution from your mother. Don't give her shit now or when your education pays off. You owe her nothing no matter what she says. Don't fall for "we're family, I'm your mom," or "they're your siblings" BS when they come crying to you for money or shelter, which they will. Legally, she has to provide food, shelter, and clothing until you are 18 or a HS graduate, depending on location. She doesn't get paid for following the most basic legal requirements. Oh, look, I didn't punch that random woman. She has to pay me. This is a worry of mine because my older siblings didn't go to college, and my little siblings have a long time before they have to think about it. My mom always implies that I'll have to take care of her when she's old since she doesn't have a single dime saved for retirement, but that's not happening. Warning: sign up for a credit monitoring service, check your credit, and lock it on all 3 services so she can't take out loans under your name. Also, start building your own credit. Make sure you open up a bank account and use security measures to prevent her accessing it. There are ways to do this without paying for a service, but it's easiest to get a free trial and learn how credit scores all work. Just assume your mom is going to be very unhappy to lose your free labor and will do what she can to make you pay. Your mother is a horrendous person and a terrible mother. Definitely cut her out of your life as soon as you can. You will find your own family when you get to college. Once you are there, get all the support you can. SND maybe you can transfer farther away so your mom can't bug you to come home and take care of your siblings and clean her house. Go home with friends for weekends and holidays instead of to your mother's house. What kind of relationship do you have with your aunt that you clean for and other family members? Can they help you at all? Why did he not come tell me bye in my room? My husband was leaving for a trip. I guess it's not my duty to inform everyone at home where is he going, when is he going, etc., etc. So he got ready and left. I went to drop him till the taxi with my boys. And there was plenty of goodbyes at home too. His father and mom are staying with us. So while he was rushing to get ready, his dad came out of the room and said bye. His mom pretended to sleep, so he did not bother to tell her bye. Now 5 hours after he's left, she asks me why he did not tell her bye. I presumed because you were asleep. Guess what ans I get? No, I was just lying down. He should have come and told me bye. I'm a people pleaser. These sort of conversations make me anxious. I feel like it's my fault, and next time I have to make sure she knows we are leaving. What sort of a grown woman makes such comments? I don't know what they want from us. Let go. These are small problems. If your MIL is weird, ignore her. Attention seeking. Look at me, he forgot me. Ignore it. What? You can't read her mind. She pretends to be sleeping and you are respectful of that. She's just trying to make herself more important than she is. Honestly, I felt it was her son's responsibility. I'm wondering if I should tell him of this weird conversation or just forget about it. Ignore her. Personally, I'd tell my husband about it and let him handle it. My MAL once came over to yell at me because my husband hadn't visited her in 6 months. He was super busy with work and I'd remind him to visit, but he was always too tired to make the trip. She said all sorts of mean things to me and said my husband would tire of me and leave me. We've been together for 10 years, then said, "You better not tell John." I assured her I wouldn't. Then as soon as she left, I told my husband everything. He told me not to worry and that he'd handle it, and he sure did. He called her and told her to never come over to our home uninvited and to never speak to me that way again. It's been 7 years and she has not been invited over and I have not seen her. She invited me to Thanksgiving dinner and I told my husband I didn't want to go and I didn't. Having a man who defends you from his crazy family is amazing, and every woman deserves to have a man who puts her first. Tell your husband and see what type of man he is. Is he a mama's boy afraid to stand up to his crazy mom, or is he a man? If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.